Hi everybody, welcome back to my patio. My name's Elizabeth and this, I believe, is my 19th COVID-19 practice with you. Let's get back to the mat and we'll do some yoga together. Find a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, bring your shoulders up. And with an exhale, roll them down your back. Settle into your seat. Let your knees drop. And just sort of unpack everything for a few breaths. Notice if you're holding on to tension anywhere, especially in your shoulders or your neck, can be pinched up. If you're biting down with your jaw, just let yourself relax. Draw your hands together at the heart, resting the thumbs against your sternum. Inhale here. And with your exhale, bow toward your fingertips and find the intention to guide your practice. Seal that intention to your heart. Take your hands down to the knees and roll your shoulders back again as you lift your chin and your chest. Open your eyes, welcoming yourself to your practice. Let's start on hands and knees, and we'll come over to face the top of the mat. Tuck your toes under for stability and bring your hands right below your shoulders. With your inhale, take the tailbone up and the heart slightly forward. With your exhale, tuck the hips, tuck your chin, round your back. Inhale here to come forward. And exhale to round. And just keep working back and forth like that. And if you like, you want to spend a little extra time in one pose or in the other, you can take an extra breath or push out any extra tension that you discover at either the top or the bottom of the gesture. On your next inhale, come to a flat back. Turn the tops of your feet over, take your knees wide, and push back into a child's pose. Reach the hands forward, lowering your forearms. Start to ease your chest down toward the floor. And when you're here, breathe into your upper back, letting the space between your shoulder blades expand. Look forward, come up to your fingertips, and pull your shoulders back in a little bit. Then take your hands over to the left. Inhale here, and on your exhale, fold. Come back up, reset your shoulders when you come to center, and then take your hands over to the right and bow in there. Walk yourself back to center. Come back to hands and knees first. Walk your hands forward a little bit, tuck your toes under, and push back to downward facing dog. With the first one of your practice, you're welcome to move around. So if you need to reposition your hands or feet, or if you want to keep your knees a little bent, or you can push your hips from side to side, take the adjustments that you like. Look toward your hands and take a couple steps up toward forward fold. On your inhale, take a long spine. Exhale and bow. With soft knees, rise up to standing. Reach your arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to circle your arms. Exhale and fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Lower your knees, set your chest down, and then drop your belly as you scoop up into a little cobra. Keep the elbows back. Reach the hands back next to your hips. Tense your kneecaps and then lift your feet. Set the feet down, bring the hands under your shoulders again, and then push up first to your knees. Straighten your legs, lift your hips, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bow. Soft knees, rise up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to circle your arms high. Exhale to bow in. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, soften your knees, step back, plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest, and then scoop up again directly into locust. Set the feet down, hands back below your shoulders. Tuck your toes, push up, first to your knees, then straighten your legs, lift your hips, downward dog. Bend your right knee and push your left heel down. On your exhale, change sides. Soften both knees, look forward, and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, and bow. Walk your feet out to the edges of the mat. Cross your forearms, and just drape here over your forward bend, starting to ease some more length into your hamstrings. Lean forward a little bit so that you've got some more weight in your toes rather than in your heels. And then just start to drop. If you prefer to uncross your arms, you can. Just don't put any weight in it. Release your hands to the floor and coming to your fingertips, lift up. Walk your hands over to the left, and on your exhale, bowing toward your left leg. Come back to center, reset your shoulders, and then take the hands to the right and bowing here. Walk yourself back to center. Bring your feet back below your hips, and with soft knees, roll up to standing. Reach the arms up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, float forward all the way down. Inhale, long down. Exhale, fold, soften your knees, step back with the left foot, come into a high lunge. Using padding for your knee if you like it, lower your left knee to the floor. And on your inhale, come up, half crescent. With the exhale, lower your hips. Relax your shoulders and look up. Hands down. Straighten the back leg and push back. Downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Walk back up towards forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up. Reach up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Send the right foot back behind you. Come into a high lunge here on the left. Use padding for your knee if you like it, and then drop the right knee to the floor. Inhale up, half crescent. Exhale, sink into it. Relax your shoulders. Lift up the chest, look up. Take the hands down, straighten your right leg, and push back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long back. Exhale and bow. Soften your knees to rise up. Reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale and take your arms up over your shoulders. Lean to your left. So as you lean over, you want to bring a little bit more weight into your right foot so that you can open up more on the right side here. Back to center. Change the lace of your fingers and then lean to the right. And when you lean to the right, you put a little more weight into your left foot. Big stretch between the ribs. Back to center. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again and take the arms up. Lean a little to your left. Bringing more weight into the right foot. Send the left foot off to the side so you balance there on the right. And if it's more comfortable for you, you can just touch the toes down on the mat so you don't actually have to pick up the foot. But we're going to stretch more on the right side and challenge the balance here. Back to center. Change the lace of your fingers. Lean to the right. A little more weight in the left foot so you can pick the right foot up and balance there on the left side while you stretch into the left side of your ribs. Back to center, take a little back bend, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and bow, step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, extend your right leg up, and on the exhale, step through, high lunge. Soften your left knee and come up for full crescent. Straighten the back leg and sink into it a little bit, relaxing your shoulders. Exhale the hands down, and step back. Downward dog. Come up to your toes, left leg up. Exhale to step through, high lunge here on your left. Soften the right knee and rise up. Crescent pose, left side. Take the hands down and push back. Downward dog. Stay here. Find your child's pose or inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and bow. Inhale to rise up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale and circle your arms. Lace your fingers and lean to the left. Weight in the right foot. Pick the left foot up. If you need to touch it down to balance, just touch it. And then pick it back up. Back to center. Set the left foot down. Lean to your right. And pick the right foot up. Touch it down if you just need a little balance check. Back to center, little back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long time. Exhale, fold and step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Come up to your toes, extend the right leg up. Exhale through your high lunge. Lower your left heel and walk your hands 45 degrees to your left. On your inhale, pick up your chest a little bit. On your exhale, sink your chest and bring your right shoulder into the knee. You want to keep that knee from collapsing in like this, so the knee should be over the ankle, keeping your shin vertical. So if you start to lean too far down, you'll roll onto the inner edge of the foot. You just anchor into the outside of the foot and sink the shoulder into the knee rather than pulling the knee into the shoulder. Pick back up, walk back to your lunge, soften that left knee, and hop to change sides. And if hopping's no good for you, just bring one foot forward and push the other foot back. Take that right heel down, hands over to the right. Inhale to pick up your chest. Exhale and sink the shoulder into the knee. Pick back up, come back into the lunge, and push back to downward dog. Inhale to your toes, extend your left leg up behind you. Exhale and step through your high lunge. Drop the right heel, walk the hands 45 degrees to the right again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. This time, take your left hand under the body and bring the hand round to the outside of your mat. Sort of sink your weight onto your left arm a little bit. Unwrap, come back into your lunge. Soften that right knee this time, get a little spring going so you can hop to switch sides. Drop the left heel, take the hands over to the left. Inhale to pick up. Exhale, lower back into it. This time, take the arm under your thigh and bring your right hand to the outside of the mat. Lean the weight onto your right arm. So you should actually drop the hips a little bit, and you'll feel a little more pressure on your right tricep. Unwrap, come back to your lunge, and push back to downward dog. Stay here, take child's pose, or inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long time. Exhale and bow. Soften your knees and roll up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long time. Exhale, fold, soften your knees, step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. And exhale to downward dog. Come back up to your toes, right leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop the left heel and bring your right elbow onto the knee, left hand to the hip. Pull your right hip behind the heel, sink into it a little bit, and then roll open for a side angle pose. And you can either keep your hand at the hip, or you can extend the left arm. Look down, come back into your lunge, and step back, downward dog. Come back up to your toes, left leg up. Exhale to your lunge here on the left. Drop the right heel, left elbow to the knee, right hand to the hip. Pull the left hip to center, open up the right shoulder, and either stay here with the hand on your hip or extend the arm up. Look down, bring the right hand down, and return to downward dog. Stay here, take child's pose, or inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Soften your knees and rise up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, circle up high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, soften your knees, step back with the left foot, coming into your high lunge. Then set up padding for your left knee and lower the left knee to the floor. Inhale to rise up, half crescent. Sink the hips into it a little bit. And then bring your hands overhead, lacing your fingers. Straighten the arms so that you squeeze your ears with your biceps. And then lean to your left. You really have to engage a lot of strength here on the left side. So tense up the glute, push down into the hip, and then extend over to the left. Come back up to center and take the hands down. Straighten the back leg and push back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up to forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Send the right foot back, coming into your lunge here. Padding for your right knee, and set the right knee down. Inhale up. Settle the hips first. And then lace the hands, try to have the other thumb on top. Straighten the arms so you hug your biceps with them, or hug your ears with your biceps rather, and then lean to your right. Lots of strength in the right leg. Back to center, and take the hands down. Straighten the right leg and push back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bow. With soft knees, rise up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to circle your arms. Exhale, float forward all the way down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees and step back. Lower to your chest. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, right leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Lower the left heel, come up for warrior two. In warrior two, you always want to open up the left hip a little bit, so you got to pull it back, tuck the hips under, then resettle into it. Try to keep your right knee over the heel. And if you feel yourself leaning forward a little bit, draw yourself back upright so your shoulders are right over your hips. Take the hands down and return to downward dog. Come up to your toes, left leg up. Exhale to your high lunge. Drop the right heel, come up for warrior two. And just like on the other side, pull the right hip back a little bit, little tuck in the hips. Straighten up the shoulders. Take the hands down and return to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up to forward bend. Inhale to lengthen your back. Exhale and bow. Soften your knees and roll up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, send the left foot back. Walk your hands over to the left as you drop that left heel. Inhale to pick up your chest. Exhale, lower into your right knee, bringing the shoulder there into the inner knee. And at this point, your tricep should be right up against the shin. Drop into your hips a little bit more. You might be able to bring your elbows all the way down to the floor, but don't worry about that so much if you can't. It's not required. Nothing in yoga is required. Come back up, walk back into your lunge, and then step back, downward dog. Inhale for plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Get a little bit of space between your hands. Soften your knees and rock back and forth a couple times. And then maybe you get a little spring going and you can hop. Bring your feet forward. If you don't make it all the way, step until you do. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, fold. Send the right foot back. Walk the hands to the right as you lower your right heel. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, drop the shoulder into the inner knee. Connect your tricep with the shin. And you can drop all the way down, bringing the elbow to the ankle if you like, but you don't have to. You can also use a block. You want to put a block under your elbows. Pick back up and push back to downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up to forward bend. Inhale, little lift. Exhale and bow. Soften your knees and roll up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long time. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees, loosen up your shoulders, plant your hands, and then hop back and land in plank softly. So you don't want to slam the feet down, but use a lot of energy in the core so that you can hold the plank a little bit while you set your feet down behind you. Lower to your chest. Inhale for Cobra. And exhale, Downward Dog. Inhale to your toes, extend your right leg up. Exhale to your high lunge. Set your left foot down and come up for Warrior Two. Same picky details. Open up the hips, straighten up the spine, sink into the lunge, draw the shoulders back. Bend your right elbow, and then tip down into your side angle pose, extending the left arm up. Lower into your hips a little bit more. Then look down and bring your left hand to the outside of your mat, right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Lift your chest. And on your exhale, drop your shoulder and bring your right hand around to the outside of your right foot. Take your left hand onto the mat and then spiral on the back of your left foot. Pick up your right heel and just sort of lean into it a little bit. Drop that right heel, drop the left heel, unwrap, and push back. Downward Dog. Back to your toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop the right heel, come up, Warrior Two. All the picky details. Bend the left elbow and then reach up into your side angle pose again. And then you want to sink the hips a bit. Look down and take the right hand down to the outside of the mat. Left hand down to the inside of the foot. Inhale to pick up your chest. Exhale, drop and wrap your left arm under the thigh. Right hand comes under your shoulder. Spiral on the ball of the right foot. And then pick up your left heel. This will force you to lean forward a little bit. You sort of push off of your right toes. And you get a good squeeze going with that left knee on top of the shoulder. Lower your heels, unwrap, and step back. Downward Dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to Cobra. And exhale, Downward Dog. Soften your knees, get a little bit of space between your hands to rock back and forth a little bit so that you can hop up, back to forward bend. Inhale for a long back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale to come up, reach up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, circle up high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long back. Exhale, fold. Soften everything up. Soften the knees, plant the hands, and then hop back to plank. Land quietly and softly, and pull the low belly up and in. Squeeze the abs so that you can hold your plank for a breath or two. And then lower to your chest. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, right leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Lower the left heel, come back up, warrior two. Tip into your side angle. Nice and high, big stretch on your left side. Look down, drop the hand, slide your shoulder down, and bring your right hand around to the outside of your right foot. Spiral on the ball of the back foot. Walk your fingers forward and start to hump a little bit until you bring a lot of weight forward over that right foot. And then you can kind of pick up the back leg. Set it down, unwrap, and push back. Come back to the toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Lower the right heel and come up to warrior two. Bend the left elbow, reach up into your side angle. Look down, drop the right hand, slide your left shoulder beside the knee, wrap your left hand to the side of your left foot, spiral on the ball of the right foot, start to walk forward a little bit. Take a hop, and then another hop, until you can come up and pick up your right foot. And it's fine to bend the knee if that's easier for you. Having the right leg fully extended is a little harder. Set it down, unwrap, back into the lunge, and push back. Downward dog. Inhale for plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Soften your knees and rise up. Reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, lift up high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Soften everything up. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Hop back and sink immediately to chaturanga. Lower the belly and lift up cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, extend your right leg up. Exhale, come into that lunge. Lower the left heel, come up, back to warrior two. Bend the right elbow, come into your side angle. Big stretch, big reach here on the left side. On the exhale, lower down, bringing your shoulder into the inside of the knee. Wrap. Spin on the left foot. And this time, we're going to try to extend the front leg. So squeeze that right shoulder with your right knee. Bend the elbows in like you would for chaturanga. And put the weight of your right thigh onto your right elbow. And then kick off. Sweep back to plank. Downward dog. Inhale to the toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop the right heel, come up for warrior two. Side angle. Lower the right arm all the way to the floor. Sink the shoulder, wrap your left hand around, and then spiral on the ball of the back foot. Bend that left elbow in so you can rest the weight of the thigh on top of your left elbow. Squeeze the right elbow in for some additional support, and then pick up the left foot. You don't have to get like perfectly straight legs. You can bend a little, it's okay. Back to plank and downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long back. Exhale and bow. Soften your knees and rise up. Reach up and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale and circle up high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Soften everything up. Get the hands down, even if you have to bend your knees quite a bit. And then sink, chaturanga. Scoot forward, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, right leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Rise up to warrior two. Open up the hips, little tuck, sink into it. Come into side angle. Use the elbow to prop yourself up so you get a nice long torso. Big stretch. Look down, hands down to the left. Drop the shoulder, wrap. And then, spiraling on the ball of the back foot, squeeze everything in and see if you can send both feet off. Drop the back foot, come back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Back to the toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Rise up, warrior two. Come into side angle. Big stretch in the torso. Reach up with that right arm. Take yourself down to the right. Wrap the left arm underneath the left leg. Spiral back into the lunge. Squeeze the arms underneath yourself. And then try it on this side. Back to plank. Down to your chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Lower your knees. Bring the toes together, knees wide, and push back to child's pose. Walk yourself back up to seated and come down to the middle of your mat. Roll the shoulders a couple times and take staff pose. So you want to have your arms straight beside you, pushing into the floor next to you. Lots of energy and nice straight legs. Push the backs of the legs down so you really activate through the quads. And then extend the arms up. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, hinge forward, leading with your heart, and reach for your feet. So you don't want to lean back into this. You don't want to push the shoulder blades open and tilt back behind you, but rather we do all that effort to keep the spine straight, starting in your staff pose, extending and hinging forward from the hips, and then you can lower into it around your back. Inhale, take a little lift in your chest. Exhale, and lower. And if you can't reach your feet, hold on here, or hold on to your toes, hold on to your shins. Inhale again, little pick up. Exhale and bow. On your inhale, come back up. Bring the left foot into your right inner thigh. And we'll take the same stretch again, just on the right leg. Extend the arms up, get that nice long spine. And on your exhale, reach forward. Keep the heart moving forward. And find your foot, or your toes, or your shin, wherever you're going to hang on. Inhale again, take a little lift. Exhale, and fold. Walk yourself back up. And we'll do the other side. Left leg forward, right foot comes in. Reach the arms up, get your nice long spine, leading with your sternum. Lean forward, and then reach for your foot, or your shin, or your toes, whatever you feel comfortable hanging on to. Inhale again, take a little lift. Exhale, and bow. Slowly bring yourself back up and extend your right leg forward again. Bounce out your knees and then take the inner edges of the feet together, pulling your hips a little closer to your heels for Cobbler's pose. Hang on to your ankles and again pick up the chest. So we're going to bring the chest forward a little bit so that you don't slump into it and roll back onto the tailbone, but rather keep the heart forward. And then start to lean forward and bring your elbows onto the inner knees. Give them a little bit of a push. Again, we don't want to lean back, but keep the weight moving forward over your feet. Hold on to your toes. Inhale here and lift up your chest. Exhale and lower your chest. Inhale again, little pick up. Exhale and fold. Slowly bring yourself back up and bring your knees in. Scoot your hips close to your heels and come down to your back. Walk your shoulder blades in. And anchoring onto your elbows, pick up your hips. And take your hands underneath the body. Place them there and walk onto your triceps as you squeeze your shoulder blades a little closer together, coming into a simple bridge pose. Press into the four corners of both feet. Use a little bit of muscular energy in your glutes to press yourself up.
And then carefully unlace your hands and bring your hips back down. Lift your shoulder blades out from underneath the chest. And if you have a block, you can take this next version with a block under your hips. I'll show you. If you don't have a block, you could use a stack of blankets or pillows, or you could just take the bridge pose the way we did it a moment ago. Lift up and set the block or another support below your hips. Walk your shoulder blades in, and then take your hands on the other side of the block. Push down there. And then come up to your toes. Walk your toes back a little bit. And then push down into them and lift up off of the support. So you're getting a little bit more of a back bend here. And if this is too much or it feels like you're too tired, it takes too much energy, you can just set the hips back down on top of the block and let the block do the work. Unlace your hands and remove the support. And then walk your shoulder blades apart, lower your spine and your hips. And then finally, lower your heels. You can take that version again, or you can take the first version, the simple bridge pose, or you can come up here into Viparita Karani where you will prop your hips up onto your hands at about this height. Pick up the hips again, walk your shoulders in, and take your hands under your sacrum. Walking the shoulders in. And I like to have my thumbs pointing in, but if you're more comfortable having the thumbs pointing up and resting on the heels of your hands, you can take the grip that's right for you. And then extend your legs up, try to get them vertical. And it's going to feel like you want to have them here, right? Because it's less work. But if you're in the Viparita Karani where you drop the tailbone, you'll feel the pressure of your legs and dropping directly down into your hands and into your elbows. Bend your knees, take them in, and then roll back up to seated. Find a comfortable seat at the middle of the mat, and then simply twist to your left, placing your right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale to twist. Unwind back to center. And then take the same twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Draw the right shoulder back. Inhale, long time. Exhale and revolve. Unwind back to center, and then open your feet out wide, a little bit more than 90 degrees, but not much. If you can open all the way to 180, you're welcome to. I can, but knock yourself out. Internally rotate your thighs so that you've got more of the seam working toward the floor, and bring your hands to your shins to start. Inhale and lift up your chest. And if you feel your knees popping way up off the mat, this may be as far as you go. We're just going to tilt forward a little bit to start to stretch into the inner thighs. And if you can begin to slide your hands toward your ankles. Again, you don't want to round into the back like somebody's pulling you back from the heart, but rather somebody's pushing in between your shoulder blades to take your heart a little farther forward. Inhale again, pick up. And then exhale, see if you can slide down another notch. Maybe you can bring your elbows to the knees, or maybe your fingers to your toes, or your hands to your feet. Bring the heart slightly forward again, getting a little bit more weight working toward the feet. So not like this, like this. Inhale again, little pick up. Exhale and lower. And you may at this point be able to walk your hands forward, potentially bring your elbows down in front of your shoulders, or you can grip the feet. Inhale again, little lift. And exhale, refold. So with each one of those breaths, we're working the chest a little closer to the floor. And some of us have wide open hamstrings and inner thighs and can immediately bring the chest down. I don't have that kind of flexibility, so I need to take it like little by little and move incrementally with my breath. Inhale, little pick up. Exhale and fold. And again, if you have a block, you can use the block to support your elbows, if that gives you a little bit of something to lean into. You also have the option to bring your head down. You can rest your head on the block. You can also stack your fists and rest your head on that stack. Inhale again, bring the heart slightly farther forward, and then exhale, bow deeply. Slowly begin to bring yourself up. And that's a really deep inner thigh stretch. So be cautious and move slowly. When you're upright, bring your hands under your knees and pull them up, and then bring them together. Come down onto your back. And we'll begin to relax into our Shavasana. Rock a little bit from side to side. Let your feet open out toward the corners of your mat. Push your props off to the side so they're not in your way. And then walk the shoulder blades in. Let the hands rest beside your hips with the palms facing up. And just take a few long, even, deep breaths into the low belly. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let your weight sink into the mat. Keeping your jaw relaxed, your forehead soft. And when you're ready to come out of this, bring your knees up toward your chest and hold on to your shins. Rock a little bit from side to side. And then when you're ready, roll onto one side in a fetal pose. And take a breath there. Then press yourself back up to seated. Coming back into your comfortable seated position. Bring your hands back to the heart. Take a deep inhale. And bow toward your fingertips with your exhale. With gratitude for yourself, for your practice, and for the intention you chose to guide your practice today. And decide how that intention can guide you and serve you throughout the rest of your day or the rest of your week. Off of your mat. I thank you very much for sharing your time with me, for sharing your practice with me. The light in my heart salutes and honors the light in yours. Namaste.